Karina baby, mama loves you. And today is May the 22nd. So, today is things people do. Can you think of anything that people do? Do people walk? Yes, they do. Do people talk? Yes, they do. Do babies walk? Some of them. Not all of them, not yet, right? But things that people do. People eat, and people sleep, and people dream, and people imagine, and people create, and people just do all kinds of amazing things. So let's see what these people do. Farmers grow the crops we eat. Bakers make us bread. Fishing folk go out to sea while we are warm in bed. Authors write books we read. Artists paint and draw. Photographers take photographs. Policemen keep the law. Teachers help us learn at school. Doctors make us well. Working in a factory, making things to buy and sell. The astronaut is in outer space. The keeper in the zoo. When you grow up, what will you be? There's something you can do. My baby, you want to be a doctor, right? So that's perfect. So that's things people do. Now you could, when you grow up, you could be a mama. You can be whatever you want to be. You could be a doctor like you want to be. You could be whatever you want to be. There's so many options. Mama made sure that you had that choice. Where is Apostle's Favorite? Mama loves you, baby. Mama misses you. Mama loves you. Alright, so look, this is the lion and the mouse. The lion was asleep in his den one day when a mischievous mouse, for no reason at all, ran across the out nose of the king of the beast, awakening him from his nap. The mighty beast clapped his paw upon the new, thoroughly frightened little creature, and well, having made an end of him, "Please," squealed the mouse, "don't kill me, forgive me this time, O king, and I shall never forget it. A day may come, who knows, when I may do you a good turn in reply for your kindness." The lion smiled at the little mouse prisoner's fright and amused by the thought that the small creature could ever be of assistance to the king of the beasts, let him go. Not long afterward, the lion, while raining the forest for his prey, was caught in a net which the hunters had set to catch him. He let out a roar, and that echoed through the forest. Even the mouse heard it and recognized the voice of his former perceiver and friend, ran to the spot where he lay tangled in the net of ropes. "Well, your majesty," said the mouse, "I know you did not believe me. Once I said I would return a kindness, but here is my chance," and without further ado, he set to work to nibble with his sharp little teeth on the ropes that bound the lion. Soon the lion was able to crawl out of the hunter's snare and be free. Application: no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Look at the lion, baby, the lion and the mouse. That is so true. There's no such thing as being too kind. What you have to do in this world, because this life, trust me, baby, this life will knock you down, and it will knock you down repeatedly. It's not just one knockdown, it's a lot of knockdowns. So this life is a lot of waiting. I want to read you a poem. It's called If by Rudyard Kipling, and it used to be on our refrigerator. Mama loves this poem. Mama had this poem for a very long time, and it's such a good poem, and I want to read it to you tonight. Okay. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or be lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and swoop down and build 'em up with worn out tools. If you make one heap of all your winnings and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word of your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve it's your turn long after they have all gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your common virtue, or walk with kings nor lose your common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 50 seconds worth of a distant run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a daughter. You'll be a woman, my daughter. Alright? So, let's look at this poem and really break this down for you, Karina. So, it says, if. It doesn't say that you will be able to do this all the time. It says, if you can do all this stuff, right? That's why the poem is literally called If by Rudyard Kipling. Mama needs to backtrack out of it because it got too big. So let me go back into the poem. But if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, right? So if you can keep your wits about you, even when someone blames something on you, you're like, what? That didn't happen, right? It doesn't lose anything to keep your cool at all points and times. Stop. Pause, breathe, evaluate the real situation of what's really going on, right? If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, you got to be able to trust yourself. If you could survive one place, you could survive any place, Karina baby. My papa always taught me that. If you could survive one place, you could survive anywhere. I don't care if you want to live like Mama did it in Philly for a couple of years, or if you want to go across the seas and live there, you could survive. I know you can because you are brilliant and you are resilient, okay? Everyone's pretty resilient. We go through a lot in life. This world isn't created very humanely, so people just need to love more, be seen and loved, right? But make allowance for their doubting too. Always make allowance for someone else doubting you. It's okay if someone doubts you. Just accept it and move on, right? If you can wait and not be tired by waiting. This entire life of ours is a waiting game. So you wait to become 5, you wait to become 6, you wait to become 7, you wait to get a career, you wait in lines at the store, you wait to buy something, you wait to build up money to be able to buy something, right? You wait to get a car when you're 16, when you're 18, when you're 19, when you're 20. Every single thing in this world is a waiting game. No one's ever going to hand you everything all at once. It's just not the way the world works. No, if something sounds too good to be true, stop and wait and see what's actually going on, okay? Because if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, if you could wait in a grocery line for 3 hours just to get to the cashier and still be, hi, how are you? What a wonderful day. And she says, I'm sorry for the wait. And you say, no, that's fine. Wait and don't be tired by waiting. Mama wants to be able to see you. Mama wants the custody court to be open. Mama has been very, very patient, and it still has to be very, very patient. I have to wait. Doesn't mean that I don't want you with me. Doesn't mean I want you right here, right now. I do. If I could run, grab you, and run away, I'd never do that, but trust me, I want to. You know, but I would never run away. But, like, I'm in a good living situation. There's no reason for you not to be with me. None. But I need to wait and not be tired by waiting. See, I just need to wait. I'm trying to wait, okay? I'm just trying to wait for you. To be able to see you, be able to hold you, be able to take you places, and to get this all sorted out. But I need to wait and not be tired by waiting. Just like everybody else. Or being lied about. Don't deal in lies. This world is perception, and sometimes people lie, but they don't know that they're lying because of what they perceive is what they think is real. Doesn't mean that their perception is real, alright? It's hard to break perception. Just like we read the story the other day where Rivy's like, I'm gonna just invite Tabitha Twitches to my house instead because she thought that Duchess smashed her pie in the garden. And she didn't. Duchess didn't smash the pie in the garden. Duchess brought her own pie out to the garden to try and get her pie. There was no penny pot inside of that pie that Duchess ate. She didn't swallow anything. But doesn't mean Rivy didn't go out and get the doctor for her. This life is built on perception, which makes it really, really, really hard unless you have a voice recording, a video recording of what's going on. You have to really be careful about what you're perceiving inside of your head. You don't want to be bitter with anybody, and you really want to take things lightly, alright? You need thick skin in this world. You can't have thin skin and take everything to heart all the time. It's okay to take things to heart, but you really have to think, was it my perception on reality, or was it what really happened? You know, you really have to take into consideration the real details to things, because perception is so incredibly hard and people live on perception. So being lied about and not dealing in lies. Don't deal in lies. If someone perceives something that's just a lie, sometimes it's easier just to let it go. Or being hated. Don't give way to hating. Now, someone can hate you and they have no good reason to, right? Don't hate anybody back, ever. Don't hate people back. It doesn't help you. It doesn't get you further in life. It does nothing but hurt you. Okay? Or being hated, don't give way to hating. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Love on yourself, love on others as much as possible. Yes, have boundaries. Don't let anybody hurt you. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt others, and try not to let others hurt you. That's how Mama lived her life the entire time, and because of that, I'm in a really good situation right now because I've always loved on everybody. I love people. I love everybody. And, like, sometimes that gets me in trouble because I'm like, oh no, this can't be happening because I love this person. Like, this can't be happening. This can't be what this is. Like, and then Mama will go and defend somebody. You know, it's not because their perception is maybe wrong. Perceptions can be wrong. Perceptions are usually wrong. That's just the way that it is. But when you're being hated by someone, don't ever give way to hating anybody. It's not going to hurt anyone but yourself. And yet, don't look too good nor talk too wise. Always be open to other people's perceptions on you too. Don't look too good, don't talk too wise. This world is hard, baby. There's new people born every single day. No one's ever the best at anything because there's always someone new born every single second of every single day, right? It's a beautiful thing. People are constantly growing and evolving and building off of one another and just learning. You never stop learning. You never stop learning. Every day you could learn something new. It doesn't matter if you're 2, 52, 82. It doesn't matter. We're balls of matter and energy, right? Our minds create this beautiful electric field around our entire bodies, right? And that's what creates our perception too. It's the space between our two ears that make our fingers move, and our nerves work together because our minds tell our body what to do. Our minds are beautiful and amazing, and it creates this wonderful functioning system within our own bodies, right? Our minds are infinite. When you dream at night, you usually dream about camels in the desert with people with firecrackers. It's absolutely amazing. But you don't want to look too good or talk too wise. Think about what you're really doing and who you really want to be. Mama was always very big on behavior. Like we don't pick the flowers, we don't hurt the leaves, we don't do stuff like that because we're Jewish. We don't Mama doesn't like to cut the grass because I'm afraid that I'm hurting the grass, so I much rather work in the garden because I know that I'm doing something productive, so it's okay for me to take the earth up and put plants in and have that be okay in my brain. Like in my brain that works better. But like, you don't hurt anyone on purpose, but you don't look too good, you don't talk too wise, because what if you're looking too good and talk too wise and hurting someone else's feelings? That's not okay. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. So our brains are doing this dreaming, right? This perception of reality in our dreams. So we're going to be dreaming about all the things that we want to do in this world, but we can dream and not make these dreams our master, right? If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, right? So we're thinking about things all the time, we're dreaming about things, we're thinking about things, but it's okay if we don't land there, right? It's okay. Our lives are short, our days are short, Our years are sometimes long, sometimes they're short. Sometimes a lot of people get really gypped with that too. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. When you're triumphing, it's like when you graduate from school, baby, alright? You got a trophy in school, or you got a piece of paper in school that says that you're doing amazing well, you triumph. When you go through disasters, sometimes you lose things. You might lose your favorite doll, your favorite toy, your favorite teddy bear, your favorite outfit. You might grow out of your favorite outfit. That might be a disaster, your own personal little disaster, right? If we can deal with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Not everything is a triumph and not everything is a disaster. Even if you decide to go to college and you graduate from college and that was a huge triumph, and at the same time it's a huge disaster because of all that student loan debt, they're just imposters. Like when you think you have everything and all of a sudden the next day you have nothing, it happens in a split instant. People lose everything in a split instant. That could be a triumph in a couple of years. It's all career or it's all character building events, right? Every single learning lesson that you go through, baby, is going to be this character building event that you could take either bitterness from or a learning lesson from. Mama likes to think of things as learning lessons and to make me more loving and more kind and more generous and more open and be able to see people's perspectives better, right? So everything to me is just a character building event. So if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and swoop down and build them up with worn out tools, baby, people lose things in an instant, right? One instant things are gone. One instant you have everything. You have your house, you have your children, you have your husband and your cats, and you have your cars. Like one instant you can have everything that you've ever wanted, everything you've ever dreamed of. And then if that person maybe doesn't want you in that life anymore, they could get you just gone. It just happens, right? It just happens sometimes. Sometimes a lot of people just lose everything in a split second. It happens so fast. But you swoop down and you build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all in one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word of their loss. Right? It's that losing sensation. People lose things over and over again, over and over again. Things happen in life and it's hard. Life is just hard, baby. It is, right? But if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe one word of your loss, if you can force your heart and your nerve and your sinew to serve its turn long after they have all gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will that says to them, hold on. See this shirt? It says hope, right? Hold on, pain ends. Hope. It's an acronym. Hold on, pain ends. You have to just hold on. This day might be a disaster and you're curled up in your bed and you're crying in your blankets. You don't want to move. But the next day, build off of it. It could be a little bit better. People just have to hold on that one more day. Just give it one more day. Just give it one more hour. Never give up on your life. Every single cell in you is fighting to stay alive. You fight to stay alive too. I don't care what the circumstances are. I don't care what the circumstances are. You stay alive too. Alright? Give this brain and this bubble of energy that we're in, every single person has one. Give it another try. Just give it another try. Just keep going in this life. Things get hard. I know they get hard. I've been through a lot of hard things too. Things get hard, but you have to just hold on. You have to just keep going that one more second. That one more second will make it look a little bit better. That one more day will make it look even better. And then even when you look back and you're like, too much time has passed. Too much time hasn't passed. There's always, I can't go back and fix the past. There's no way. There's no time machine. I wish I had a time machine. I wish I could go back and start over. Just start over. But I can't. But what I can do is start from right now. So, I can start from right now. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, if you can walk with king nor lose your common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiven minute with 60 seconds worth of a distance run, yours is the earth and everything that is in it, and which is more, you'll be a woman, my daughter. Yes, you will. It says in the poem, it says you'll be a man, my son, because Rudyard Kipling wrote this for his son, and he really wanted him to have the same grasp on life, right? And his perception on this poem is completely different than mine. My perception is what I think I got out of it, and your perception on this poem might be completely different from mine too, baby. It's completely fine. Everyone has their own perception in this world. That's just the way that it is. But imagine, if you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, if you could walk with kings, or if you could talk with crowds and keep your virtue, if you could walk with kings nor lose your common touch, don't lose who you are. I don't care if you become the best doctor in the entire world and you become, it doesn't matter, or if you become, it doesn't matter, just don't lose who the core of your being is, who the essence of your being is. You are kind and loving and caring and smart and just courageous and passionate. You are so passionate. Oh my gosh, you are, right? If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of a distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a woman, my daughter. I just wanted to read you that because it's Mama's favorite poem, and I used to read that to you. And it used to be on our refrigerator, and I doubt it is now, so I just wanted to read you that. But I miss you, and I love you, and I can't wait to see you. I really can't wait to see you. Alright, I'm gonna let you go for the night. I love you, and I miss you. How about we sing Lila Tove? Lila Tove, then good night to you. Lila Tove, may your dreams come true. We will sing Lila Tove, may Israel protect you throughout the night, until we reach the morning light. Karina, baby, I love you. I will always love you because I'm your mama, and that's what mamas do. Mamas worry about you, and mamas love you. I worry about you every second of every day. I do. Never wanted to leave your side for even a second, not until you were 7. Because monkeys keep their baby monkeys on them until they're 7, and we're larger primates, and our closest genetic ancestor is the bonobo and the orangutan and the chimpanzee, and that's what they do, and that's what I wanted to do. I was doing all the tribal upbringing with you. I was doing the continuum concept is what it's called. It's the 1970s style of raising children, and it's where you just hold your babies. That's where you just hold your babies. I never, ever, ever, ever wanted to be away from you. Not until you were much, much older. I love you, and I miss you, and I'm sorry that I'm not there right here and right now. But I will be. I'm not going anywhere. I will never give up. My papa used to tell me ever since I was a baby, what, you gonna quit? You gonna be a quitter? You gonna give up? We always tell him no, right? We always say no to that. Karina, baby, I love you. How about another song? How about, since it's raining outside, we sit and watch the rain as it falls from the sky, and we are glad to be inside where it is warm and dry. Oh yes, I do love the rain. It keeps the earth so clean and helps the pretty flowers grow from the mountains to the streams. How about the moon has gone, or the sun has gone to bed, and the moon has come out to play. It's time to rest your head. It's time for another day. Alright, Karina, baby, I love you. I will always love you. You know that? No matter what. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says, what anyone does. I don't care what you ever do. That's what mamas do. Mamas love you. Mamas love you eternally, forever. It's unconditional. It doesn't matter what you do. Mamas will always love you. I love you. Good night, my baby. I love you. Love the tove.